Hi, welcome. In this video, we'll see some tips related to using conditional operations. The beginners sometimes make mistakes, right? So, what kind of mistakes I have commonly seen when beginners are or whoever is learning Java first time or any high-level programming language first time, right? They make mistakes, yeah. So remember, suppose if you have been given an example where essentially you have marks, let's say, and depending upon the marks, for example, if marks are greater than or equal to 80, yeah, and you have to print, let's say, grade A, yeah, and if it is greater than or equal to, let's say, 70, yeah, you have to print grade B. Yeah, similarly, if it is greater than or equal to 60, you have to print grade C. Yeah. So what it exactly means or anything else, like anything else, let's print it as grade D. Yeah, just an example. Yeah. So now what happens is the meaning of this means if a person or if the marks basically anywhere between 71 to 80, uh, 71 to 80 fall under this group. So 80 and above is falling under this group. 70 and above is falling under this, but 70 and above below 80 is actually falling under B group. So basically what it means is marks greater than or equal to 80 falls here. Marks greater than or equal to 70 but actually less than uh, basically 80 is falling under this category. Yeah, so this is how your requirement is. If I wanted to put this in simple if else block, right? Suppose assume that marks is already available, so I'll be checking if marks, yeah, greater than, I mean if I start from, for example, based on this condition, if marks is greater than or equal to, yeah, so whenever you are writing this, we will write it in a simple Java way, greater than or equal to 80. Yeah, so I have to actually print, let's say, grade A, right? Some people will continue using this if marks greater than or equal to 70, yeah, then print grade B. Then they will write if marks greater than or equal to 60, print grade C, something like this. Yeah. Now, uh, uh, something like this, continue. Yeah. So basically, if we do it this way, what happens? Yeah. Now, system will come and check whether, let's imagine that the marks is actually in my program. Let's say at that moment, marks is 91. Yeah, just an example. Now what happens? Marks greater than or equal to 80 is true. This condition is true. So it will print grade A. Yeah. Then it will come to this if block and checks whether marks is greater than or equal to 70. Yes, 91 is greater than or equal to 70. It prints grade B also. What happened here? Grade A is also printed. Grade B is also printed. Why? Because there is a logical error here. Okay, the way the program has been developed, these are simple if blocks. Yeah, and there is a logical error. So don't think that, okay, if I am giving if block here, that means this executed and this if block will not be executed. No. Okay, this is one if block, this is another if block, this is third if block, and if conditions are meeting, system will keep executing those blocks. Yeah, now how do you fix this? Yeah, our requirement is what? I have to print only either grade A or grade B or grade C or grade D, depending upon what the marks is. So if I need to print or if I need to fix this logical error, right, this should be like this: if marks greater than or equal to 80, this is going to print grade A. Yeah. Now instead of if, I have to use else if. Else if marks greater than or equal to 70, assume that there is an opening bracket here, yeah, then I have to print B. Similarly, else if marks greater than or equal to 60, yeah, I have to print C. Yeah, this is a closing. Else I have to print grade D. Yeah. Now what happened? A condition is checked here. So let's say in our case marks is 91. Yeah. Now marks is greater than or equal to 80 is true. Condition is true. It will print A. Yeah. And then it will not check the else if blocks. Remember, this is multiple if blocks and they are not connected with each other. They are independent if blocks. Whereas if else, this is one connected chain. So if any one condition is checked, next conditions are not checked. So if marks is greater than or equal to true, because ours is 91, it is executed and control comes here. Whereas in this case, what happened? These are independent if blocks. So that's the logical error. Suppose that if I have marks 71 in some other example, yeah. So this condition is false. Since this condition is false, it go and check the second condition. Remember, always the execution will be top to bottom. So go the condition second condition will be checked, and here it is true. So B will be printed. A is not printed because this condition is false. So B is printed, and then subsequent conditions are not checked, and you directly come out of here. Yeah, so that we need to be little careful at the beginning level. So once if you get a gist of if else, right, you automatically get it. So basically what I meant to say is you need to be very careful how to use if else connected way. Yeah, so that is most important rather than writing multiple if blocks. I have often seen people using multiple if blocks even if they wanted it to be connected. Yeah, so this is one thing. And second thing, suppose if I write it slightly in a different way. Suppose if I write if marks greater than or equal to say 60 first, print grade D. Yeah. Then else if marks greater than or equal to 70, print grade B. Yeah. Else print grade A. Yeah. Now what happens? Yeah. This is also a logical error. Suppose my marks is 91, right? Now what exactly I needed? I wanted it to be printing A, grade A. But the moment we enter here, right, this is the condition, first condition. 91, marks 91 is greater than or equal to 60, true. So it will print D and come out. Yeah, so this is a logical error in the program. Yeah, it is not syntactical error. Your compiler will not cause problem. But in fact, if you're using a professional IDE like IntelliJ or something, they will probably highlight, oh, you are making a mistake here because greater than or equal to 60 means greater than or equal to 70 is included, and this condition will never be met. I mean, will never be checked because here itself the checking is happening. Yeah, so your IDE may say that this is not going to be checked. Yeah, that's an hint. That's an intelligence of IDE. But from compiler point of view, yeah, this is a logical error. So you need to be careful. So most of the time when the checking happens, you have to start checking from the outermost condition and start going inside. Yeah. So that's how normally the if else blocks are used. Yeah. Thank you.